Welcome back to my Vlogmas. I have caught a cold off Adam. He hasn't been very well recently, and I can definitely feel it in my throat. I woke up like, no, because I couldn't swallow. Today I did have like something really like fun planned. I think I might still be able to do it. I'll let you know in a minute when I've had a shower and got makeup on and I feel a little bit more on it. But oh my god, I feel so weird. I feel like I got phlegm just stuck here. So gross. Anyway, I'm watching a bit of YouTube on the TV as always. I'm watching The Dark Truth of Daily Vlogging with Zoe and Alfie. It's a video that Fun for Louis put up today, and it's so interesting. It's really cool. It's two couples who date, well, two girls who dated a daily vlogger and their experience with how that is, and I find that really fascinating because I mean, I'm not a daily vlogger, but it's interesting to see like how Adam maybe possibly feels. I love how I point to his chair. He's not here, he's at work. Postman's here. Is he gonna ring? Please don't ring. I'm not in the state to talk to you. No, it's cool, he just posted something. Got my tea to hopefully make me feel better. Got my mama on toast, don't judge, and let's watch.
I didn't realise.
No, we didn't realise. But I think most ones are longer than like 12. I think it's only because it's such a...
Oh man, this is so funny. Seeing as we're doing Vlogmas and you're getting to know me, something I have a fear of is wet feet on floor. Like I'm okay with putting my wet feet on this mat, and I have to dry them before stepping on, particularly carpet, but also tiles like this. It cringes me the hell out. I honestly, it just sends me shivers thinking about it. I remember telling Adam about this, and he didn't really believe like how much I meant it until every time I have wet feet and he looks at my feet on the floor, they're always like doing this. I had the idea to kind of document a typical daily routine, because I know Vlogmas is supposed to be that anyway, but because I'm prioritizing the vlogs, I'm not really showing you like the typical filming routine. So I thought what might be cool is to show you guys an actual routine from start to finish of filming a typical video, like a sit down video. So what goes into it, what's prepared beforehand, just in case anyone's interested, and even the editing process. While the battery is charging, I'm gonna do my hair, do my makeup, and then start planning what I want, where I want to film, what I want to film, and what I need to have ready to film. Wow, I look like something from a horror film. Okay, by my bedside I got some rather messy cables here, but I'm going to put my Canon, because Canon is what I use, my Canon battery on charge, like so. That usually takes around half an hour to be fully charged.
I don't think it's all negative. I think there were...
Right, that's fixed now. And now I have to redo my face because I wasn't going to wear foundation. But because I got loads of fallout on the bottom of my eye, I had to go over it with foundation. So that was annoying. So obviously a very big part of filming is lighting. Oh god. I use soft boxes personally. I got these ages ago. I actually ordered small ones and they send me big, like 2 big ones, which were like 20 quid more than the ones I paid for, and I've been using them ever since. So I'm gonna set that up. And now, if I can find it, the last thing I need to set up is my microphone. Where is my microphone? Where actually is that? Oh, I always have to close blinds as well when I'm filming because the light's so strong that everyone out will be able to see what I'm doing. I'm very conscious about that. Yeah, obviously I'm losing things more often these days because of the fact we have a big old house, more opportunity to lose things. I've actually lost, where? Found it. It was in the spare room. It was underneath a hat. Cute. So this goes on a little tripod in front of the camera, and it is just a Zoom H1 handy recorder. This is how I record all the audio. Oh yeah, the back fell off ages ago. In all my sit down videos. So that goes on there, and you want to kind of get it in mouth level. So say I'm sat here, obviously I will be. You want to get it out of shot for the camera, but in level for your mouth. So realistically, whoa, I kind of want to get it like around here. So that improves the quality of the audio and doesn't get it in the shot either. But I mean, I don't actually know that yet. I'll check that once that's on. But I still need to do my hair. I don't know what to do with my hair. Turn all the lights on for the background and also get my laptop because this video involves something to do with my laptop. Ooh. By the way, while I'm here, while we're sat chatting, me and Adam changed our doorbell. That's where our doorbell is. Look at that little bit of paint. For some reason, they didn't paint that part of the house. This is our doorbell. It's like a wireless one. So like obviously the doorbell gets pressed out there and then it notifies us through the speaker that plugs into the plug. We got it on Amazon and they have loads of different ringtones. I might even link the doorbell down there if you're interested, because I feel like if I saw this in a vlog, I'd be like, I need to get that doorbell. So it has loads of different ringtones. This is the one we've done for Christmas time. Wait, that wasn't the one we've changed it to. What? Well, that's a New Year one. I believe there's a happy birthday one as well somewhere. There are just normal rings. Oh, that'll be when we have a baby. Just kidding. Okay. This wasn't supposed to be a like ringtone tour. I was just trying to show you the one we put on for Christmas. You can just get like a ding dong by the way, but we changed it to a Christmas one. That's the one we used to have. God. That one's quite nice. Oh no, that's Happy Birthday. We'll do that next month for Adam's birthday. This is it. Ooh, I just realised while I sat here. So yeah, that's our doorbell. I could put this on. I know I do this every year, but it stops me from needing to do my hair because it kind of feels sort of done. Anyway, let's get my laptop. Now we've gone over that. My lovely little laptop that I actually hate because I moved into this flat this year, and then my old laptop decided to break. It was the worst timing ever, so I actually hate this thing, and I'm never gonna buy from Apple ever again because then they charged me £50 custom charge, and when I tried to fix it, Apple charged me £30 for calling their Apple Care service and then basically doing F all about it. So I'm literally never buying from Apple again. That whole situation put me off them for life. Fun fact with Ellie, it's actually taken me like 10 times longer to do all of the little things that I usually do really quickly because I just feel so shit. You can't really tell by looking at me, I don't think, because I've got makeup on, but I'm so tired. Like, I could easily go to bed, and I've done barely anything today, and it's like 3 p.m. This is the video I need because I'm gonna be doing another video. Oh my god, look at little Ellie. Another video similar to what I did a little while ago, where I react to an old video, the same questions 5 years apart. You guys really seem to like the video. I loved filming that video. I'm gonna do that, but a Christmas edition with this one, because I did a Q&A in 2014, that's 5 years ago, and I'm gonna see how my answers differ, because I enjoyed that so much. So what I need to do now is go find QuickTime here, and then there's a little thing here, and you can do, is it screen recording? So that's how I record the screen, using QuickTime. Fun. Now for the microphone, I gotta check that there's enough battery in this. Oh god, there's loads of recording time, so there's loads of space, that's good. This is flashing like a crazy head, so that means it's done. It would go green when it's completely done, but this will be enough charge. And looking back at this, it seems like there is enough charge in there, so that's good. I usually check it whilst I'm recording anyway. Not gonna lie, my tripod legs are a bit dodgy, so the amount of times I've dropped this and it's directly fallen on the floor is actually quite embarrassing. Put that in there, put this back up. Can't really remember which one was full. Put it on autofocus, make sure the microphone's out of shot. I'm right there in that little viewfinder so I can see me, and now I just need to turn on the lights behind me so this backdrop looks all good. So because I've got the light a little bit over, like a little bit off center on the left there, sometimes you can see that the left side of my face being more brighter than the right, which doesn't really matter. It will mainly bother me watching it back, but it seems fine. So I think I'm good to go. So turn that on, press record. So now that's recording. It's really worth getting high quality batteries because the amount of times I've been recording a video and it's stopped because the battery's dead, and you don't know until you look at it back and you're like, ah, so you have to film the clip again or film the whole video again or something like that. Press record for this, and obviously because these two things aren't connected, they're completely different pieces of equipment and they're both external, you know, they're not wired in or anything. You need to clap on screen in order to know, like to sync the two up. You need to clap so you know when the visual matches the audio. Obviously when I'm clapping on screen and I hear the clap in the audio, I know to line that up in editing later on. So I'm gonna set up the screen recording on here in a minute, and then I will do the video with it. 17 minutes in, and I don't know whether you can see it flashing there. Can you see that flashing? That basically means my camera's about to split the clip into two. And so when it stops, that's when the clip has stopped and then the new clip begins. So I have to stop what I'm saying at this point, and then when the flashing stops, I then continue, there we go, what I'm saying, because it makes it easier to sync up that with this again in the editing process. I hope that makes sense, because otherwise I'm just halfway saying a word sometimes and it cuts in the middle and it's an actual ball ache to try and get that to sound normal. Video has been filmed. It was 52 minutes. minutes long. So next time you watch a video of mine that's like 20 minutes long, know that it originally was basically an hour. So I turned this off and now it's time to do the thumbnail. So the way the thumbnail works, filming mode to photo mode, and then we want to change it to self-timer. I think it already is actually. Let me test it. Yeah, it is. So if I'm sat here, it will then take that beautiful image, but obviously that was not what I want to do. So I honestly do that around about, I want to say like 8 times to get the good one. And then while I'm dressed up and while I have my background out and while things are set up and my lighting's up and the camera's out and all of that stuff, I actually take like a nice photo for my Instagram as well. I also need to make sure that it's in focus as well, which can be a little hard a lot of the time because obviously I'm so far away from the camera, but if I'm not, then it's a lot easier because then I just put it on autofocus, sort out my hair, do the thumbnail, which is going to be me like cringing out because this is a reaction video and I was cringing out most of this, so you want to get like a clickable image, I suppose. So now I turn this on its side and it's basically ready for Instagram photos that way, because it's long ways, that's not the right term, is it? Because it is portrait. Da-da! So this is the right format for Instagram. So I basically do the same thing as I did for the thumbnail, but instead it's for some pictures. Self-love, yo. Do your own photo shoots. When I first had this idea to show you all like the routine of my life, I got really excited because I was like, oh, people are gonna see like how much I do and how much YouTubers do, but like because I just feel so shit, like that took a lot of energy. I sometimes will even film like 3 videos in one sitting and I'd feel proper productive, but because I just feel so bad. Like I just done one now and it's already 5 p.m. and I'm like, I'm just so tired, and I've got to edit for Vlogmas tonight. I've got to have a video up tonight and edit a full video tonight. What's interesting, what I've learned actually about vlogging and the whole culture of vlogging life, YouTube life, is the demand is so different. I mean, it's not, but it is. Basically, I'll tell you what I mean. The demand is different when it comes to projects for clients and stuff. So when I was at uni, they taught us about like what you'll be expected as like a videographer, and if you're filming and editing for clients, they will give you a set amount of days to do this video. And at uni, I remember like people stressing, like students stressing about the deadlines they were given and how quickly they had to make content and how quickly they had to make a video or a short film. And I remember being like, that is loads of time. And I remember being really surprised about how stressed everyone was getting about like deadlines. And I'm not saying that to brag, I'm saying it because I was already making content for years before going to uni, and although, I mean, it wasn't the best content, it was a bit crap when you look back at it, but I was able to make and produce so quickly, and the demand of YouTube is so quick. It's like, the pace has to be like really quick, really fast. Like you have to get it out there, hurry up, like you can't let people get bored. And because of, I was so used to like things like Vlogmas teaching me to edit a full video in an hour or 2, I was prepared for uni deadlines. Whereas most people were like, I can't edit a video in 2 hours. Like, is my uni insane? And I'd always feel like, well, no, like, I don't know. I feel like because I've had that practice, I suppose it was easier. It became easier for me. It's just interesting. It's just a little thought thing I wanted to say there. Something that seems to be haunting me recently is there's been so many, by the way, I'm opening my advent calendar. I'm having a little break because I'm starving as hell. And I'm continuing opening my, oh, this stinks, my cheese advent calendar. Oh, something that's haunting me a lot at the moment is the idea of like authenticity online and realness. And for so long I feel like there's been massive chunks of periods in my life where I've created videos to make my life seem really cool and really great and like almost better than other people, but not better, more like I don't want to give people a reason to judge my life, and I want people to see that I've got a lot going on and got a lot of friends and got happy relationships and got a great family. Therefore I won't have anything for them to bitch about and to say behind my back. But recently, like, I watch a lot of small YouTubers more than I do big YouTubers anyway, because I find their stuff more authentic and I can relate more to small YouTubers. Like, I can't relate to big YouTubers who've got loads of money. I find that there's more passion with their content as well, because if they're not making money from it, then like the only thing that's driving them is their enthusiasm for making videos, right? And I've just been really kind of like charmed, that's not the word, is it? The realness of vloggers that I've been watching during Vlogmas has been really like endearing this year for me. Like I've seen some really raw vlogs this year, because I feel like not a lot of people are doing Vlogmas this year, so that means I'm watching just only small vloggers really, and I'm really loving like watching people's lives that are a bit more real at the moment. And I'm getting a lot of comments from you lot saying, Ellie, I love how like real, like this Vlogmas, my Vlogmas, you lot have been saying I love how like real and authentic and raw you are, but I feel like I still have a lot more raw and authenticness to give. I still don't feel like I give enough of that, which is interesting. So there's room for improvement. There's room for improvement for sure in that department. So it's kind of just inspired me to improve on that this next year, to be even more real and authentic. Not in terms of like sharing you my private life and getting into my personal details, that's not the case at all. It's more to stress less about being great and being as good as everyone else on YouTube. Like, I want to separate myself from other people on YouTube, if anything. I just thought that's something that's been on my mind recently. I've been more inspired to do realistic content and find you a girl that pulls back her hair when she's about to eat cheese, because she means business. It might make my channel suffer. Like, it might mean that people will get bored, like people will, yeah, get bored of me or like not like me anymore. But something I find really nice about, I feel kind of guilty sometimes. Like, but I think what I'm saying here is I'm watching small YouTubers and they keep moaning about the fact they're not doing much Vlogmas-y stuff, or they're not doing that great at decorating, and they're like not able to go anywhere festive this year. And it's almost made me feel bad for contributing as part of that problem as to why people think that they should be doing something amazing this year, why they should be going to Christmas markets and stuff. Like, I'm part of that issue, because I'm showing people that I'm doing this and I'm doing that and you should be doing, like, I'm part of the problem. So it's kind of inspired me to like lower that tone a little bit. Anyway, I can't remember what day we got on yesterday. I think we were on 6 because we were halfway through. So let's open 6 now. What? There's literally 2 bits of cheeses falling out. Oh man, I think this calendar has been rocked about for some reason. I don't know why. What does cheese shout at a pantomime? It's behind you. Okay, this is double, I don't even know how you say that. Double Gloucester? Chitty bang bang. This is probably why I got ill, because I was eating so much cheese yesterday. That is strong, and although I said yesterday I don't like strong cheese, it's a nicer strong. I think I like, this is more the texture. This is kind of like a rubbery soft texture. This actually kind of reminds me of cheese string. Yes, that's what it reminds me of, and I think that's why I like it. Bottoms up. Love cheese? Tell us why. Head to our social channels. Hashtag cheese not choc. I can't believe you've replaced my Christmas cheese joke with a self-promotion. How bloody dare you? I'm gonna do the same. Guys, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to be notified every time I make a brand new video. This is Wensleydale. And gingerbread. Oh my god. Oh, Wensleydale. That's the one with the cranberry in yesterday, wasn't it? Oof. I like how Wensleydale seems to go a bit crazy with like what they put in with it, but it's disgusting texture. Oh, I thought I wasn't gonna like that, but it actually smells like gingerbread. Oh. Wow, that is unique. It is very, like, oh, that is, that really tastes like gingerbread, obviously, because it's gingerbread, but they did a really good job of that. It kind of tastes like I'm just eating air freshener though, like, it doesn't taste like it should be eaten, like basically, it feels like I'm eating like a festive scented soap. Oh my god, there's more cheese. This is like a double whammy cheese again. What did Mexicana say when it went to the North Pole? Or was that a brand of cheese? Oh dairy, it's chilly round here. Oh dairy. Ooh, this is a hot cheese. I mean, I guess that's the joke now, isn't it? It's chili, hot. Hot cheddar with spicy bell and jalapeno chili peppers. Can I just say how much I love it when people pronounce jalapeno as jalapeno? It always tickles me. And that's coming from someone who can't pronounce things, usually themselves. I'm really braving it by putting 3 whole blocks on 1 cracker. Christ. Just hold on, is that vegetarian? It just reminds me of like hot pizza, like pepperoni pizza. It's good though. It's good. I'm not gonna have any more. I feel like my favorite out of what I've just eaten was the Gloucestershire double Gloucestershire. Double Gloucestershire.
We just jumped in a taxi and we made our way.
Hello.
Oh, it's bright in here.
Sorry. Right. Is it? You're like a little penguin. You're early.
Well, I'm not early. I'm just like on time. Really.
Yeah, well, you're on time. He's been home very late recently because of stupid public transport.
You okay?
Yeah, I've been doing my advent calendar.
You're reviewing it.
Look at that cheese. Disgusting.
It smells a bit funky in here, like.
Does it?
Well, the spray's trying to help.
Yeah, the air freshener's like, I'll save you, Adam. Welcome home.
Thank you.
I thought you were like a murderer.
I'm there.
I was expecting you home at like 7.
I told you I was on your way home.
I know, but you've said that before and it's like messed up still, and 2 hours later you're home. Do you know what I just thought? We didn't open the Christmas card from our neighbour. Where is it?
On the table, is it? Just there. Next to it.
This, oh. Ah. Do you know who this other one's from? It's got your name on it. I'll let you open that one. This one just has our house number on, which I won't show you. I feel horrible today, Adam.
Look what I got.
Oh, this looks like the front of our house. Oh, Adam!
What?
Thank you for taking my parcels in my very best wishes for 2020 from Margaret. She's our little lady across the road.
Have we taken any in for her?
I have all the time.
Have you?
And she like trots over and she's like, thank you so much. And then like after a few times she was like, thank God for you. So she must usually have to go to like the post office or something.
Yeah.
Or because you sometimes have to re-deliver it online. She might not be able to do that because older people generally
You know
can't.
which house she is?
Yeah, we'll have to send her one back. Little Margaret. I didn't know her name was Margaret, but yeah. I feel like sometimes helping her down our little stairs when she turns around, because she does it really carefully when she walks down the stairs, and I'm always like, oh my God, please don't break your neck. Speaking of Christmas cards, I also got one from my, woo! No, you dropped it. From my mummy. This is her funny handwriting. Everyone likes to comment on that. She said it quite a while ago, before the Coca-Cola Christmas advert came out, because she put in it, holidays are coming. And she put in, oh no, it's over here, this little Coca-Cola ball thing. And it stinks of the Coca-Cola like sweets, which is really nice, but oh, it's really, really strong. It's calmed down a little bit now. You're supposed to put it on your tree. No, you're supposed to put it in your car. It's the car air freshener. But I put it around him. And then I think the next day after I received this, I saw the Coca-Cola advert, so I was like, oh my God, because it's always like a massive deal for us to wait for the Coca-Cola advert, and she phoned me up recently and was like, have you seen it yet? Have you seen it yet? I was like, no. But now we all have. Not together though, which is sad, but we will eventually. This is now the post-production process. I'm not going to be editing what you've just seen today. I'm going to be editing the vlog that's going up tonight. So, as you can see here, I've got little libraries, 1, 2, 3 of like my last Vlogmases, and I usually keep them up for a couple of days just in case there's any mistakes with the vlog that's gone up, if people notice anything or blah blah blah, so I can quickly go back on here, take the thing out of the timeline and re-upload it. But that rarely happens, but I do keep up just in case. So because this one's been up for the longest, I will delete that one there, movies, and there, and then drag it to my bin. Goodbye. Empty trash. We need a old vlog to exist somewhere in my editing software so I can take the outro, the bit where it says top patrons and all the patrons, and my little self promo bit there, and the snow and the subscribe button and stuff, like all of that is this section here. So I just copy all of that and paste it into the next vlog. So I like to have it available somewhere, so I hope that makes sense. But at the moment I create a new library, and the vlog that I'm editing now is, I don't know. Oh, it's a bit of a mixed up one really. It was when it was from the weekend, so it was kind of Saturday and Sunday mixed into one, which is a little bit cheating, but who cares. So I usually call it something like related to what we did. So we went out for a drag show, so I'm just gonna call it drag show. By the way, I'm also using Final Cut Pro if anyone's ever interested in what it is that I use. I've been using it for a while and it's amazing. I highly would recommend, but it is expensive. One thing that makes importing take a long time is actually the fact that I'm really unorganized with all of my stuff. So I actually use 3 SD cards at the moment, and sometimes there's bits and pieces on each SD card and I've got to find the right piece, and that's not very organized, and I need to get on to that, and I really want to get better at that next year. Adam actually gave me this little gibbet early. It was a Christmas present, and for ages I've been using this one, and it was so irritating because it would just like disconnect all the time. But because of Vlogmas, meaning I'm creating loads of content at the moment, he gave me this early, which was very cheeky, but it's been very helpful because it doesn't just stop reading halfway through, which is what my old one used to do, and you just put it in and it reads it straight away, which it should do anyway. But the other one, I guess it was just getting old, so I had to keep wiggling it in certain like directions. But yeah, this one's really good, and it's specifically for laptops with USB 3, is it called? USB-C. You just got to find what you're looking for. Like, there's so much stuff. Obviously I delete the stuff which doesn't really mean a lot to me, but I keep a lot of stuff which I want raw footage of for whatever reason. So this just happens to be the footage that I needed, which is amazing. So I check it's right.
That means I've got to drink, but that means...
Excuse me, what's the movie for?
You're supposed to not say, and then she might forget, and then she has to drink.
She drinks and we like to drink.
Oh yeah, that's true. Cute. Couple of Geordies there. I always find it like amusing hearing my voice next to northern people's voices in video because it sticks out a lot more. That was me doing the cheese calendar. That was me laughing about my lipstick. Drag that in, and I basically do that as many, like 3 times. Like, I go onto the other SD cards and check if there's anything in there that I also took, and that's not very efficient. You should just do it all in one SD card. I won't bore you too long with all of this process because some of you might not really care, but I wanted to include this in with the like behind the scenes stuff because it's obviously a massive part. Like, you spend hours sitting behind the laptop sometimes. So another important thing about having a project available, which is an old one, I've got Melanie's gig there that I can just open up quickly, and I basically can use the settings from this as well. So if I copy that clip there, if I copy that and then paste it on all of the clips, paste effects, look, if I paste effects onto the clips I'm editing now, it will automatically mean that the same settings are for the clips I'm editing now, so that I don't have to do it all over again. Like, it's mega helpful. On the vlog from before, I can pop into that quick and take the chunk, copy that, which this is the music I put onto the animation. Those are all the like stills which make the little animation move, like individual stills, if that makes sense. And that green screen there is the snow on top. So I copy all of that, and then I go to the beginning of the next vlog, paste, confirm, and now I've got the intro for my next video. Fun fact, that little bit at the end that's the beginning, no, that was the middle of a song, and that was the end of the song. I just cut off and stuck it on the end of that little soundbite there, and I kind of made it sound like it was supposed to be there, like they are separate parts of the song, but I don't think you can tell. Now all the footage has imported. A lot of people probably do the same thing in that they use the audio, what are they called? Audio waves to help them guide where the most important things happen. So obviously you can see that space there, and then you can see space here. So that gives me a clue as to what's happening in the video. So it's likely that I started speaking here, and therefore that's the bit I'm going to be cutting out. So I'll show you what I mean. When I play along this is what you call a timeline. It's 6 p.m. and the vlog. So you literally could see there. 6 p.m. and that's where I paused. So people can keep things in, but I like to keep it as choppy as possible because I don't like the idea of doing like a long video with like loads of empty space and like ums and ahs and stuff. So I chop out as much as I can. So now I play it back. 6 p.m. and the vlog's only just starting because there's a pause there again. So vlog's only just starting because what I've been doing today. It's up to you whether you want to, obviously if you're editing your own video, like what you think's important to keep. But once again, I lightly chop out the bits that are boring. So play it back. It's only just starting because what I've been doing today is trying to edit, which took a lot longer than I thought. It's because there's another pause there. Put together it's usually when I'm breathing and stuff, I think. So this is the thing that takes the longest, because you cut that and then I go back to where I was before and press play again to hear how the transition goes. So I play it back to hear what it sounds like next to each other. It's because I put together the reason why I do that is because sometimes it pops. So sometimes you cut it and there's like, I can't describe what I mean by pops. So if I was to cut it here and here, I play it back and it might do this. You hear that? It like makes a little click because you've cut it in like a space where there's sound going on. It's hard to explain, but basically if you're sat next to someone editing a video, you slowly go crazy because you hear the same thing again and again. Like if you're sat next to someone who's editing a video, you will just hear like a lot longer than I thought. It's because I put together a lot longer than I thought. It's because I put together because you just have to like double check over the timeline all the time. So I hate editing of people in the room because I am more aware of how annoying it sounds, whereas when I'm just like on my own in the room, I don't realize how much I repeat the video. Basically you got to do that, and the video footage here is 1 hour long, so I have to watch through an hour's worth of footage, cut it down to around about however long you want your video to be, so 20-minute long, and then you have to watch it back again, 20 minutes long. As I'm watching it back as a 20-minute video, I then insert music underneath. So I cut the music out, make it louder where I want it louder, make it quieter where I want it quieter, all sorts, and then do the intro, outro, export it, and then watch it again when it's up, just for mistakes, because you never know. Like honestly, some of the embarrassing stories YouTubers will tell you, like they've uploaded something and like their nipples out, or like something in the background that shouldn't be there. Like it happens all the time. So watching it through for an hour, editing through that, making it 20 minutes, that's already an hour and 20 minutes of just you watching the footage and the video. So then add another hour on top of that of you editing the footage up, so cutting all the ums and ahs out and making it nice and pleasing to watch as well. Like if you've got any b-roll, which is basically just like you filming a room, like panning a room, that needs to be put into it in a way that's like nice to watch. Sometimes people stabilize an image, which means you make it like smooth, like the editing software will smooth out the footage for you, and that can take a lot of time to process. Like sometimes the editing software will take a while to sort that out for you, and then you have to wait for that to be done. Exporting it sometimes can take up to half an hour if you're compressing the file as well, because you export the video and then you compress it to make it a small file, and then you upload it, and then you have to promote it. You got to promote it on Instagram stories, on Twitter, on Facebook. Depends what else you do, really. It depends if you've got Snapchat or something like that. You have to obviously you then open up Photoshop and do the thumbnail for it, and then you got to think of video title, then you got to do the video tags. You got to think of every word like a group of words you can think of that relates to your video, so that people find it if they're searching for your kind of video. And then you've got to add adverts on it and put them in the right place that's suitable for the video, because YouTubers can choose where they want the adverts to run. Oh, the outro, where it's like you can click to other videos that the YouTubers made. YouTubers put that on themselves. So like at the end of my video where it's like, watch this one or this one, like I put that there, obviously. Reply to comments. To be interactive and to like encourage people to comment more in the future, because if you're a YouTuber that never replies to their comments, then no one's really going to keep commenting, are they? So the duration of the video is now on 25 minutes, and this is what a finished timeline usually looks like. It's a bunch of clips that look crazy when you zoom out. Really elaborate edits would have like stuff up here as well, but this is a really basic, like, daily vlogs are fairly straightforward to put together because it's just little clips of someone's day bunged into a linear timeline. So literally copy those layers, which is all of the stuff that you see in the last few minutes of a video, paste it in on there, approve, and see that like the snow comes up, and then the social media and the top patrons bit, that's like a pre-made thing, and obviously I'll change that when people come and people go, to make it like not outdated and stuff. And I just line that up like so, and now I do the music. People often ask me about where I get music from, so to find out, Epidemic Sound is what I use because it's amazing. It is a paid for service, but it's worth it because not only will you not be putting, I mean, copyright free music. A lot of the time you hit copyright free music and you kind of know it's copyright free, but the stuff that Epidemic Sound do, this isn't sponsored by the way, it sounds like it is. I just really like them because you don't waste time scrolling through the whole internet looking for copyright free stuff, and then you don't end up picking something that someone claims it's copyright free, and then you get a strike from YouTube or something. What is that on my face? There's tons of different albums. You can browse through like word choices, so I always type Christmas in at this time of year for obvious reasons. Oh, I didn't realise I did sound effects actually. There's just so much basically, and I believe it's like a tenner a month, so you have to feel like it is worth it. But because I work with this every day, it's worth it for me because the amount of hours I've wasted hunting through YouTube just for a freaking sound bite, or just a little bit of music that doesn't sound like the generic ukulele music that every YouTuber plays. Scroll through. Next one. There's honestly so many, and I have so many downloaded. It's really easy, and then when you found one you like, you just hit download over there and it goes straight into your folder, and I have loads here. So to decide what I want to put into my vlog, I just listen to all of them, and then when I've decided, I drag it into the timeline, and you get the gist. It's down there, look. So then you've got to obviously change it so you can still hear it as well as me. Bonjour. It's 6 PM and the vlog's only just starting, because if you feel like you will benefit from Epidemic Sound, I will leave the link down there in the video description for you to use. Video's almost done. I just need to watch through it all now, and then export and then upload. Exporting and uploading takes about an hour. Exporting basically means taking it off the video editing software onto my laptop as a video file. And once a video has been put up, this is like the behind the scenes of the kind of like little tabs. So basically I add 5 little tabs in separate parts of the video, which is why when you're watching a video it will sometimes pop up to say like, this video is recommended by Ellie. So I put all those up, and then I do the end slate, which is basically putting my little logo there, as you guys see at the end of the video, and my 2 little recommended videos here, so you know, you usually see that at the end. Then you want to go ahead and monetize the video. If you want to earn some muns, you can place the adverts manually, or you can get YouTube to do it yourself, completely up to you. So those are my adverts. 3 is probably enough for a like 20-minute video. And then we go into Photoshop. Depending on what you want to do for this point, for this video I have screenshot some rather appealing, but not really, thumbnail potentials. Sometimes I sit and actually like take the thumbnail properly, like you saw earlier when we were filming today in this video, or I can literally just screen grab a section of the video and then I'll plonk it into Photoshop. Width has to be 1920 to 1080 to make it this size and to perfectly fit the YouTube format. I've just put the image that you just saw, brightened it up a lot. It's always best to have quite a bright image so it's like appealing. And then I've done some text there and a silly image that I found on Google. To promote my video is I find a section of the video that I want to put on my Twitter and Facebook as like a sneak preview. I also put it on my Instagram story. I figured this would be quite a funny little section of the video, so I've basically trimmed that off off the original video, and I'll upload that section. Not to mention that I also need to compress the file down, which takes a few seconds because the video format's always too big. Anyway, we'll skip that process because it's long. And then, yeah, I'll just put that on there and be like, new Vlogmas, yay, and then share it and do that on my Facebook page too. And I'll also send myself the video too, because I save it onto my phone and then I upload it onto my story as well. And as you can tell, I do that every time. I send myself lots of things. This is just all of the little previews I've done over the past. Not a lot of people, not a lot of YouTubers do the same thing, but I think it makes a little difference. So I'd like to think that it makes people a little bit more interested in clicking on the video. And there you go. That's that. That's a video from start to finish. Kind of. Something that I didn't really mention, and something that was kind of not spoken about as much in this process though, was the pre-production stage. Obviously I had an idea already and I just went straight into it, but there is a lot that goes into pre-production as well, depending on what type of YouTuber you are. You got to think of ideas. Like, a lot of YouTubers have idea books and they spend hours and weeks and days trying to think of like creative stuff to make and to be unique and different on YouTube. And as a little example for this, I'm in the middle of making a video essay on the movie Love Actually, and I've watched the film twice for this. Well, I'm gonna watch it again for this video idea that I have. So little things like that as well go into this, all of the process before you've even seen what I did in this video when I started to sit down and film. You've got to sometimes even script out your videos. That's the life of a YouTuber. Say hello, Sheila. Say hello. Hi, everyone. Oh, mommy, oh my. I feel like absolute dog crap. However, I hope you all feel lovely. Sheila does. She's always well because she doesn't have anything called germs. It's physically impossible. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching the process of behind the scenes. If you like this kind of thing, I'll make sure to do it every so often. I guess the routine won't really change, but it might be fun to kind of like show different aspects and add a few things in every now and again. I don't really know what I'm saying. And look forward to the video that you watched me film in this video, I suppose. Say good night, Adum.
Night night.
Don't forget to follow me on social media such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and support me on Patreon. Thank you. Subscribe to be notified every time I make a brand new Vlogmas video. See you tomorrow.